So this is it. It's very simple and ordinary, very normal. It's what it is. It's what's apparently happening. And we were talking about yesterday about apparently, and this isn't real. I can't see is it real or is it not real? It doesn't matter if it's not seen, it's real or not real. Then that's what's happening. So it can't be not it. It's everything. When they're saying it's everything, then it is everything. It's everything what's going on. Thoughts can happen. Thoughts don't have any meaning. That's what normally when I'm here and I have my life and all those thoughts are happening to me and my thoughts, they'll have meaning, they guide me or they help me to make decisions, all that. So they have meaning and help to make a choice. And because I have a free will and all that, that's normal in the world. And when there's my life and I'm going towards something, a development. And then there's hearing nothing has any meaning. It's what it is. So thoughts are thoughts. Feelings are feelings. There are no bad or good feelings. The feeling is what it is. It can be or or fear or anger. And it's what it is. It's not because of anything. There's no time. That's also strange to hear because when there's me and I'm here, I exist and I have my life and everything is happening, then there's everything is happening in time. That's the normal way of how we see everything. And there's a before and a after. There's always two: before, after, now and then, higher and lower, better and worse, good and bad in that sense. There's also distance. So I'm here, you are there. This is my space, and this is, you have to, there are borders. That all seems to be real and solid. And then there's this message saying, no, there's only one. There are no borders. There's no distance. It's all a construct because people people have a brain and they can abstract. They can abstract there's time. They can abstract there's a distance. They can abstract there's a before and there's an after. And why we can think. There are a lot of thought thinking about why. There seems to be knowing. When there's me and when there's that contracted energy of me and I'm in the world and I have to survive in that threatening world, there can be a fear or so there's looking for safety, for feeling secure or something like that. And then everything seems to be in control or trying to be in control. And that's how it goes. And it's but when there's feeling in control, there's also a loss of that newness, what there was as a child. As a child, there's no control. There's just what's happening, and there's nothing going on, a why and because. Little child. And when there's a why and a because and a contracted energy and a being in control, then it seems a bit more dull and not satisfying and feeling, there's something missing or not satisfying or there's something wrong. I have to fix it. And it can be on any point. We're looking in the story to fix it. So they're looking for better health or better circumstances, feeling more free, happy. And it's always for a while. And then it's going on, or maybe on another thing like money or power. And when that scene that doesn't work, then maybe there's going to these meetings like non-duality, because it seems like, oh, there's that me, that ego, that me. That's the trouble. So how can I lose that? How can I lose the me? What can I do about that? Because we're used to do something about it. That's the way we live. That's the way how we are living our lives. And this is not about how to do, because it's not seeing that there's someone, that there's an individual, there's someone inside. There's no inside, there's no one. Everything is happening by itself for no reason. It's energetic. So there's no why, there's no road, there's no development. It's what it is already. And it's everything. So there's nothing to grasp. There's no need to grasp because it's everything. So the grasping is it. The thoughts about that is it. Don't have any meaning. Just that energy is going. So it's very simple and ordinary and normal. But that brain of humans is so used to complication and trying to fix it and find out what's the best way. And this is about anything. This isn't about anything. It's only saying it's what it is. That's it. So we can talk about that. And there can be talking about anything in the story. When there's me, there's always a story because there's time and distance and development. So there seems very quickly a story about what's going on. When there are questions about that, then you can you can say that or any other question. It doesn't matter where it's about. We can talk about everything. There are no silly questions, of course. So if you want to say something or ask or share, just you can unmute yourself and say nothing, and there's just silence can be there. It's what it is. So it's everything. It doesn't matter what is happening in a meeting. That what's happening is it. Oh, there's something. Hi, Rose. Since hearing this message, I see that I do not choose goals and feel more lazy. I used to play piano, for example, aspiring to learn, and it all stopped. I'm finding it difficult to increase my job time. I'm mostly focused on parenting. It's not that I feel lost, the me. I hope you can shed some light on this. There can be feeling more lazy or not having that how do you say that um, that drive to do things that can get less. It's energetic, so I don't know what's the best way. That's life is everything, so it's going in a certain way, and then that's what's happening, but it's not happening to you. It's not your life. That's different. There's only what's happening. It's not happening to you. There's no one inside. So there's maybe there's playing piano sometimes, or not. There's lying on the couch or going to a job. But the walking is it. It's not even a story. We're so used to stories and saying, oh, my life is about that, and now it changed to that. So maybe there's something going better or worse. It's much more simple. It's not about better or worse. It's what it is. So it's very tiny and sitting is it. That's what we're talking about. There's no story. Me is the story. Me is also all that like, oh, there's something wrong. There's something not right yet. And how can I deal with that? That's the whole me construct is about that. And then when there's a loss of some concepts, that trying to heal or trying to fix it, that can be not that strong anymore. You don't know where it will go because it doesn't go anywhere. It is. And we are used to see it like it's going like that. Oh, there's a change because we compare it with yesterday or before. There's no before. There's only this, what's happening. And that's it. That's it already. There's no special thing like this is the best way or should do like that. That is feeling the me or that's losing the me. There's already no me. So there's no need to talk about me or what the me is doing because there's already no me. There's just what's happening. Sitting, a chair. It's not only about us. That's what we think. We're so busy with how we are, how our life is going. Life isn't interested in all those individuals. It doesn't see individuals. It sees streets and feelings, and it's all energy. And there's no one inside. So it's hands and feelings and chairs and streets. When there's children, there can be children, and saying something to them or something else. Hmm. There's no best way. That's the freedom. It's everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how it is. We are so focused on this is better than that. Even with parenting, that's a lot. There's a lot going on about this is better than that. And my children should be happy or all that. I don't know. It's what's happening. Doesn't mean it's nice or good. It's what it is. Pain, walking. Sometimes it feels like too simple because we're so into a story and trying to make the story work. You don't need to lose anything. There's no need for change. That's what we normally do. There's everything is about changing and better and all that. And then there's this message or saying it's already complete as it is. Not about nice or about someone, but it's what it is already. That's the completeness. That's in that. It's the freedom that there's no need to change anything. It's what it is. Shouting, sitting, a table. Nothing is wrong and nothing is right. Wow, that's mm. When there's me, there's always looking to to yourself, and there when there's two. There's duality. There's looking to yourself. There's always, is this right or is this wrong? Is this nice? No, it's not nice. It should be like that, and all that. That's the construct. There's that separation, you call that. It's not all the time it's there. When there's cooking or walking or driving a car, it's not there, of course. But when it's there, it seems like very strong. There's something wrong, or maybe there's something right, and I'm going. But there's always something going on, like looking at yourself. It's only what it is. It's that. But it's not only what it is what it is. That's the freedom. In that, it doesn't mean it's about circumstances, doesn't has anything to do with circumstances. That's what we're not used to. We always think it's about certain circumstances or certain behavior. It's everything. It's what it is. That's the freedom. Also, this meeting doesn't go anywhere. Nothing goes anywhere. Life doesn't go anywhere. It is. It's what it is. It's an apparent happening. Nothing is real. It's an apparent happening about chairs and bodies and streets and feelings, energy. And that's it. And then there's coming into it that separation and abstracting what's going on and making a story of time and distance. And then it seems like having a meaning and going anywhere. Nothing is going anywhere. It is sitting. That's it. Too simple. It's not about knowing either. There's nothing to do with knowing. It's it's a glass of water. And everything seems to happen in time. So there's also, when there's time, there's before and after, and there are consequences. And then there's a behavior trying to make it in a certain way so there will be no harm, or there will be love, or there will be safety. Because there's so much going on about this has consequences. There are no consequences. There's no time. It's a construct. There's what is. It has what's happening has nothing to do with something before or something like that. So there are no relations. Wow. And it can be really living in the story and busy with time and your job or making money or anxious about something. Then that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong with that. Can be questions about that, but there's nothing wrong or right. That's what it is. It's not wrong. It's a chat. If the absolute and relative are one, isn't saying that a feeling is without any cause or that it comes with a story, both exist. There's an apparent story, of course. Oh, Lily's not there. Well, I wait for a moment. Lily left. Okay, she's there again. There, it's there's one. There's a feeling. There's no cause, and there can be a story with that. But it's a story. It's just saying, it's a story in time. So it's not. It's an illusion. Well, it can be seeing it as a story, but there's only one, and it can be abstracting that there's a story. Yeah, can be like that. Then that's what's happening. Yeah, can say that. But they not don't exist really. Nothing is existing. It's an appearance. So nothing is real. It can be a feeling somewhere, not in the body, but somewhere. And it can be thoughts about it. There can be thoughts. And that's the story. Okay, then there's a story. It seems to be a story. Nothing is real. It's an apparent happening, but they're saying it's a story. And there's only this, there's that feeling, that's it. Sometimes I hear people saying, yeah, everything is it. So it's the story, it's everything. It's what's happening. So you can say to everything, yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, you can say that. But okay. Then it's like a concept, a way of living to see everything is what's happening. Then you see it like that. There's what's happening, and then there's making something else of it, like the story and seeing that the feeling is happening in the body. So that's the construct. That's also what's happening, but it's also a construct. It's a concept. And I'm not so absolute and relative. I don't know so much about that. I don't know what it is. There's no absolute or relative. There's what's happening, apparently. That's it. Feelings, thoughts, and then making something else of it in the story and abstracting that there's time. That's the whole me. That's me. What I call me is that making, that abstracting and making something else of it and a story and in time and all that. There's that me. It's not real. There's already no me. It's not real, but it's a way of speaking about what's happening in the story. But there's also no story, of course, because that seems to be there. But where's the story? I don't see a story. It's a hand. This is not all knowing and seeing how it is already and all that. It's much more not knowing, and there can be a question and there's coming a response, and that's it. And then it's gone. And everything is empty. There can be a voice speaking, sounds happening. They don't have any meaning. It doesn't bring you anywhere. This doesn't bring you anywhere. It doesn't need to, because that what's heard is it. And then it's gone again. And then something else, a chair. Then that's it. It's nothing special or different as what is already happening. And no story that can be a threat, because everything is in a story. My life and how is it going and what do I feel and what's happening and how can I hear this message, and everything is in a subtle or a stronger way. It's a story. That's how me lives. That's feeding itself, you could say that, with stories and trying to find out and to feel or what's going on. So that's confirming that it exists and that it goes on. And then suddenly there's no story. It doesn't, it's not wrong. There's a story, but so what? There's no meaning. Yeah, what next? Me wants to be busy with what's going on. That gives a feeling I exist and I'm on a path and there's the development, or it's going better, or oh, there's less me, or all that. There's something going on in my life. That it's more quiet comparing with some time before what you remember. There's always something about going on and what's going on here, and that gives a feeling like I'm busy, and that's all right, and then there's hearing this message, and that's cut off in a way, so that the story isn't important at all. That no story, how can we live without a story? That's impossible. So there's no life of Rose with a story, there's only talking. Nothing has meaning. That's death of that whole construct, and being busy with your life and going anywhere, or losing, or winning, or developing. And then suddenly it's only a hand, an apparent hand. It's not even real. That's the freedom. It's the freedom of what's happening. Is it? It's a loss of all concepts and beliefs and all that, what seems to happen and has meaning and choice and existence. And then suddenly nothing is real. There's nothing happening. It's an appearance of all kind of things going on, not for anyone, not for me. And there's this, a feeling, a hand. That's the freedom. Doesn't matter what it is. Thoughts, there's a question. When talking about emptiness appearing everything, emptiness can't sense, but strangely there's resonance with everything is silent, even if there might be no silence. Um, yeah, there can be a resonance of everything is silence. It doesn't mean it doesn't speak. It's everything. So it's silence. You can say it's silence. It's everything. It's silence is speaking or feeling. Yeah. It's not an understanding, but it can be sensed somewhere. It's like, yeah, yeah. It's emptiness. It's fullness in the same time. It's fullness is also the glass, and apparent fullness, a glass of juice. That's the fullness. Doesn't matter what it is, but it's in the same time. It's empty. It's nothing. It's crazy. Well, there's something about it. Yeah. Another chat. Can you say something about memories? If there's no before, why do we remember childhood vacations and that? Memory can happen, but it's in this. So there's a memory, there's images, and it's because it's so real. So we believe in time, then it's believing it's that memory. Sometimes memories are different and what did happen. But okay, it's a memory. Yeah. But we call it memory because we think it happened before. So maybe the name memory isn't a right name because those images, what's in the brain, they happen in there. It's that. So it's maybe the name is not a memory. It's seems like a memory. This is images and it confirms that there's time and a before and a childhood. Because it's belief. When it's something is belief and it's an embodied belief, it's so strong that there's a childhood and time and I was born and I will die and all that. Then when there's images that then it's immediately seen as, oh, that what is a remembering of what was happening before. So it's belief and experience are together. There can be images, but then they're images. And if it's childhood or not childhood, I don't care. That embodied belief about there's something before and there's something after, and remembering that is so strong and it's so convincing and it helps, or it seems to confirm that I exist and I have pictures of what has happened and all that. It's confirming all that I'm existing in this real world that's going on. Yeah. When that belief is there, it's so important that it exists, that it grasps that control. It's so important. So this message is a threat of that because it knocks everything down what we believe in. We have as concepts, and this is my life, and I've put so much effort in that's going on, and then somebody saying it's not real and there's nothing going on, and my God, that can't be true. Of course, it's not true, and I can prove that, all that. Because it's threatening, and this is about loss. No one wants loss when there's something going on. You want to reach that no me anymore, or being happy, or welfare, all that. Loss is, we do not want loss. And this is about loss. But there's a lot of concepts, and it makes it like dull and control and like seem to be safe. Just looking for something else because there's somewhere a feeling there's something not satisfying, something gone wrong, or maybe there's always trying to change. There's not. It's amazing that there's always something going on. This isn't it. It can't be it. It has to be like that, or it should be like that. No, it's what it is. That's so simple. No escape at all. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter what it is, it's everything. That and it suddenly is like, oh, but that's the freedom. It doesn't matter what it is. I thought it was something like happiness or no stress anymore or that. It has nothing to do with that. When it's everything, it's suddenly like, oh, I was always trying to change, always thinking, now this can't be it. What is it? Or what how can I do? And what, and then suddenly it's what it is. And then it's not even thinking that, but it's, oh, oh, it's this. Of course it's this. How can it be different? Oh, wow. And that's the freedom. Wow. It doesn't go anywhere. Whoa, it's just this. Whatever is happening, it's not happening to me or to Rose, or there's no Rose. No, that's the freedom too. That it's just hands and glasses and feelings, maybe. It's another message. Sometimes I don't know that there's no me, but it can be sensed that there's no other people in other bodies, just what's happening. Yeah. And it's not even a knowing there's no me. I thought it's you will know that there's no me anymore. No, it's nothing is busy with that. It's not noticed. It's it's the same as you can see sometimes in what you say, and there's bodies and there's no one in it. How can it's assuming that there's someone in it that's so strong, can be such a belief or concept or so strong, and then suddenly I don't know. Is there somebody? Yeah, I don't know. There's a body and they're speaking. I don't see anyone. It's what's happening. Well, that's the same everywhere. So it's very literally. It's not a knowing. Yeah. It's a loss of that construct, that belief, embodied belief that there's someone. And suddenly, oh, how could I think that? It's just moving things. There's no one inside. It's assuming that there's someone inside with a free will, because we can abstract everything and we can assume, oh, but there's someone, and we believe that and we heard that, and then it's so embodied and believed. It's not even questioned. But it's not only about not seeing, of seeing there's no me, or suddenly it can be obvious, but it's energetic. It's not only the seeing, it's energetic. It's a loss of every concept of that or belief. And it can be sensed in that there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong or right in anything, in no one. That's about when there's people behaving in a certain way, there's nothing wrong with anything. It's no, it's not wrong. Can be irritating, but that's something else. It's not wrong. No, of course not. Or right. that feeling that there's something wrong with your behavior or with the world or with what's going on. It's so can be so strong and so embodied in all kind of ways. And when that's lost and it's not, then it's like, oh my God, it's what it is. It doesn't matter. That's such a freedom. Nothing is wrong. There's a unconditional love. Everything is unconditional love. There's a love for everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't mean it's liking everything, but there's love, of course. Yeah, it's unconditional. It's the beauty of everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's that. Doesn't mean it's nice or wow. It can be, oh my God, or anything. That doesn't mean it's not right. It's what it is. That's the freedom. Hmm. Another message. So, is the depression that's currently appearing with all the sad memories just a phenomenon that appears as long as it appears without real substance? Yeah, it is. That's it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. And it's memories, and there can be sadness, but that's it. We're making that there's a whole story with that, and that happened because, and then that going, and that was going, and then that making a whole thing of it. There can be memories, and there can be sadness. And even the memories and the sadness don't have anything to do with each other, because we assume that we are real, that this body is real, and we are inside the body, and the memories happen to us. And so there are a lot of assuming, and it makes it one story about what's happening to me and what did happen to me and all that. Nothing is real about that. There's the body isn't real. So that what is seen like a hand or a memory, that's everything. And there's a memory. There can be images of childhood or what is going on. And there can be sadness, and that comes and goes, and then that's it. There can be thoughts happening. It's energetic. It has nothing to do with you. There is no you. There's no center. There's no someone inside the body. The body isn't real. It's an appearance. It's not one thing, whole thing that's always there. It's that phase or a memory. And that's what's going on. And then there's sadness and maybe thoughts. They don't have any meaning, but they seem so meaningful and going about something that's maybe sad. There can be a feeling, oh, like that. That still can happen when not everything is lost. There can be feelings. Any feeling can happen for a while. There's nothing going on. Why or what is this or and that what's normally with so busy with oh what is that and taking it home and then being busy trying to find out what it is and try to get rid of it. It's much more easy because that whole thing is trying to convince that I can do something. It's happening to me and I can do something about it. It's not happening to you. It's apparently happening in space and it comes and goes. So it goes by itself. And suddenly there's something else. It's not happening to you. That's such a strong belief, embodied. So it's so embodied. So it's so strong. You can't say to yourself, I don't do that anymore. It's so strong. But hearing that, it's something like, oh, that's normally it's never questions that there's someone inside and everything is happening to me. So hearing that, that's already something like, oh, it's not that sure or maybe that solid. And I don't know what to do with this. That doesn't matter. It's going by itself. It's energetic. So that's something going on, not even in the words, but in these meetings where there's no answer and not seeing somebody, then there's something else going on. That's the killer. That's the killer of all those concepts and beliefs. And it can be subtle or strong. It's energetic. So I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it's even stronger, like fighting for his life. It's different. But somewhere it's a threat to feel that there's no, I'm not existing. What is that? That's the only thing I'm sure of, that I exist. And then suddenly there's a hearing of no existence, and it's all an appearance, and it's going by its own, and there's no meaning in that. But also there's a freedom. There's something about it. There's a freedom. It's not going anywhere. It's just what it is. And it's that. There's no one. It comes and goes like flies and clouds and like that. We all think it's happening to me and I have to do something with it, and it makes it complicated and heavy. Doesn't mean it's wrong. When that's going on, then that's what's going on. Feeling heavy can be there, but that's it. There's no reason. And it's not wrong or right. It's what it is. Nothing is wrong. That's something that we are so into. This is not right, or should, or how can I fix, or I change. No, it's what it is. And a thank you for you is also an appearance too. Yeah, that's it. And it's also nice. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Nothing is real. Also, thanks or all that. No. It's apparently real. It's not that it's not there. That would be denying something. It's everything, but it's an appearance of everything. It can be a feeling, but the feeling is empty. Oh, God. And it's full in the same time. How can you explain that? It's sometimes it can be suddenly like, oh, yeah, but it's a strange way of saying it because it's words. How can you say this? Using words, well, not really that. Mm. It's everything. And it's everything, apparently. Oh, good news. Good news. It's good news. The good news is that there's nothing happening and nothing is real. So it's an appearance. So there's no me, there's no responsibility. We are so into how to live my life. There's no my life. There's what's happening. Oh, there's another message. Oh, okay, we're going. No, no, no. So, in case someone eats a poisonous substance and it's about to die, has the dying body nothing to do with eating the substance? It's it's that story. It's that when there's eating that, it's so difficult to say that. No, there's when there's no time. But in the story, there's being busy with, oh, there's he is eating that, and then we're going to find out can we do something about it. That's of course that's the story how it goes. But when we're talking about this, no, there's no before and there's no after. But it doesn't mean that in the story, when there's somebody's eating poisonous food, you're saying, oh, but there was no before, so nothing is. That's a construct that is making it into a concept. So when there's somebody eating poisonous food, and then that's what's apparently happening, then there's going on something about it, or maybe not. I don't know. That's what's going on. That seems to happen. Yeah. And also when someone gets some antidotes and the body gets recovered, and recovered body has nothing to do with antidote. It's amazing. You can't even understand it because in the story, everything is about before and after and consequences and time. And this is real. Everything is real. So then there seems to be a proof that there's before and after because we're seeing it like that. But it doesn't matter because when then there's giving an antidote, it's happening in the story, then that's what's apparently is happening. It can be anything. It can also giving the wrong medicine. I don't know. It can be anything that can happen. So you don't know. There's only not knowing, and but feeling the body is real, and that's so strong and so normal. And then hearing, no, it's not real. It's an appearance. Nothing is real. That's such. And that, but it doesn't mean that you say when there's poison, it doesn't matter because it's not real. That's the concept. Then there's making it into something and a behavior in a way of saying. It has nothing to do with a way of saying. When there's something happening and there's an accident, then maybe they're coming suddenly phoning, why would you go? You have to go first, like that. That's what's apparently happening. It's going by itself. There's no one doing that. Or there's driving the car and doing nothing, or freezing. I don't know. It can be anything. But there's nothing wrong or right about that. We are so into this is right and this is wrong. It's what it is. It's not denying anything or saying this is better than that. It's what it is. And it's an appearance. It's not real. That's we're not we're so into everything is real. Then that's strange, or can be something to hear that not there's a seeing or talking about nothing is real. It's an appearance. How? How is that possible? Doesn't mean you have to believe that. Doesn't matter. It's an appearance. There's the freedom. There's nothing real. When there's when there's the brain that can abstract everything, so they fill in the gaps, and it feels like a whole story, and everything is happening, and it goes very quickly, and it's so real and solid. And when that's lost, there's still that story going on, but there's no meaning in it. Doesn't Everything is going on the same way. So, but it's everything. And there's nothing right and nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's unconditional. That's the love. It's unconditional. There's nothing right or wrong with anything. It's what it is. It's an appearance. And if it's not seen as an appearance, then that's what's happening. It doesn't matter what it is. It's everything. So there's nothing denying. But there's also no escape because it's everything. It's everything. That's it. It's what it is. It can be anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be poison. It can be joy. It's everything. I know it's time, but I want to go on. No, it's just going on. Yeah. Oh God. It's everything. And that's the unconditional. Life is unconditional love. Doesn't see any, this is better than that. That's human. That's separation. It's already complete as it is. Thank you. God. I just stopped the recording.